Hello and welcome to episode 22 on the Big 132 model farm. In today's video we have bale carting, muck spreading and some silage carting. In the 10 acre you've got all the bales in here wrapped. I think we've got 12 bales in total, which as this didn't have heaps of time to grow and it had cows on it for a few weeks. They're pretty happy with the amount they got and it's dry stuff. So they're pretty happy with that, and they've got the Keys 1056XL on the Fleming double layer bale lifter, and the man's just come in to check on this. Look at this bale here, he thinks he might have burst it. So he's just checking that, and he's got 6 bales across here, and it's a bit muddy here as there's been a lot of rain this weekend, especially on Saturday, and he's made a bit of a mess. Then in the 5 acre, it's mostly normal. They've got all the usual cows in here, all the chalets, and they've got the tanker parked up here, and the digger's just been parked up, and the man's just going to have a look around to see if there's anyone there, to ask if he can go home now, because he's done quite a bit of work today, and he's taken a good chunk of the hedge out there. As you can see, it's in a pile. They'll need to move the trailer soon. She's getting quite close to them, as you can see. And there's not much going on in the yard, as you can see. But they've got all the usual equipment in the sheds, and they've moved the bales from there, which they've already fed out, and they put a feeder from there, in that gap there, to there, and they've taken the feedering out because they didn't need as much space. The cows didn't, as there's only 3 cows in there and a calf. And they've put the gate across there so you don't get out, so you've got some more space in the yard now. And they missed a bit of the clamp when they were sheeting up, so it's going to have a bit of mould. So there's a few gravel bags on the floor, and you've got the scraper parked up as the tractor's on the bale lifter now, and the Land Rover's just parked in front of the scraper. And there's nothing going on the main road currently, but at the rented ground, the Massey Ferguson 6613 is on the green trailer getting a load of silage, because they're going to get a good pile there for a bit, for if they need to bring any of the animals in, so they don't need to get any silage if it gets any wetter. And he's just parked the telehandler up as the contractor's Fendt 939 Vario is coming down this lane bit here, as you can see, with a big cultivator on. He needs to get out to the next job, so this man's either going to have to pull into this field here, or back into the maize field, or back out. And he's got a bit of silage loose there, which he's been cleaning up from this corner after the trailer's full. And they've put a gate across there and the feed drink into this field, so that the calf cows and calves can eat some silage. And that gate's come off its hinges because it's been so windy. And this big 10 acre here is going to be grazed soon, hopefully, as it won't have enough space for silage, as that clamp there isn't going to be empty before the end of winter, and they're going to start to use the other clamp up soon, and they'll need to get to that because all of the maize is in that. Then in this field here they've got a fence going all the way around where they are so they can't get out, and down to make a bit of a strip in this field so they can get to the feed ring, and can just put the silage in across the gate, which is a bit easier. And it's a bit muddy around the trough there, and they didn't really clean up this gap across here the best, where they'd mown some, so there's bits of grass there, so I'm tweaking. It's muddy around the trough and around the feed trough here, so you might have to move the feed trough. You can't move the water trough as that's plumbed in and all the lines are buried. Then in the maize field they have the voucher loader tractor and the muck grab, just grabbing some muck to load up into the contractor's NC spreader, and they have the John Deere 6920S on the spreader, as it's the biggest tractor they have, and he's got about two gravels in there, and he's just parked up and he's going to spread further down on this field. He's going to have to shunt a bit because he parked in the best spot so he could load himself up. And then in the 20-acre silage field, all the muck from here is gone. It's been spilt a bit, so they're going to have to clean that up. And it's been spilt into the field too. So they're going to have to clean that up or something and get the track cleaned off, and the trailer's parked in a normal spot as he just loaded it up off the field as this was chopped. And the grass around the bend has started to regrow now since he took the hedge out, and they've taken the bale lifter out, but nothing else has really moved. And here's a rear view from the yard, and you can see how much the wind's got under the sheet just there. So we're going to have to put some more tyres on there, or they'll have a big mouldy patch. And in the shed there's just a cow having a drink, and they're going to have to muck that out soon before winter, then it's all ready. Then annoyingly some of the straw bales have dropped over the back of the clamp there, so they have to go around and get them and put them back on. So then the silage isn't being mouldy at the back either. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. See you in the next one, and please like and subscribe.